Today I'm going to be sharing with you the best hotels in the Woodlands. So I'm going to round out our list with 5 hotels that I really like that are in the Woodlands, including the Woodlands Resort, which is not necessarily all-inclusive, but definitely a resort with a spa and really fancy and really cool. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Hi, my name is Jordan Schlacey, broker owner of Joe & Co. I love to help families and individuals relocate to not just the Woodlands, but the Houston suburbs. My goal is to not just be your realtor, but to be your resource. So we are going to reference the blog for this today and the internet. So here you can see our Joe & Co website. You can use the search parameter, the search button right here, or you can look down below because there are going to be so many links down below in the description box. So if you search on the website just hotels, you'll come up to this blog post, and hotels in the Woodlands, Texas is the one we're referencing. I loved blogs, so you're going to notice that as a theme here on the YouTube channel and on our other websites. So we talk about the Woodlands Resort first. I have a tiny, I don't know why it does this, and then it's huge when you do it that way, but I have this slideshow. So if it doesn't load for you, that's just refresh the page. But the Woodlands Resort is going to have some of the best views if you want to be surrounded by nature and not necessarily having those cityscape views. So the Woodlands Resort, I'm going to show you where it is. So the Woodlands, we are going to make our face smaller. So the Woodlands is this area up here. It's rather large in size. You're going to see, I think I have pretty much all of it on the screen. So 2978 is the most western border, and it's this area down here. So this right here is not the Woodlands, but all of this down here is, and Creekside Park is this area over here. So the Woodlands is broken up into villages. It pretty much ends at 1488, but a really long rectangle. And the Woodlands Resort is south of the main lake on Lake Harrison. So there are a handful of restaurants right here in Grogan's Mill. This is the first village of the Woodlands, and the Woodlands Resort is right here. So it was just bought by the Hilton Corporation, so I'm super excited to see what they do to the Woodlands Resort. And I think I'm going to exit out as we go through, but if you saw any other pictures, you know it has probably the best pool, especially the best pool for children. The second one on our list is the Westin. So the Westin is going to put you straight in the heart of the Woodlands. I wish I could figure out why my website wants to do this. It's very hip, very chic, very updated. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong images. So let me show you where it is. So the Westin is right off of the waterway. So we have what's called the Waterway District, which is essentially a whole bunch of restaurants down here, and the movie theater is right there. Across from the movie theater, you have the mall. So the mall is way back here. But here is the Waterway, and you have the Westin right here. They also have a very nice pool. It's not as family friendly, but it's definitely there and very nice. So we had the Woodlands Resort. We have the Westin at the Woodlands. And then next we have Hyatt Centric, which y'all saw a couple of those images because I clicked on the wrong post, or the wrong picture. So very chic, also on the waterway. So that is, oh goodness, the Hyatt Centric. So Hyatt Centric is in Market Street. Fumbling over my words. So Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion and Hyatt Centric right here. So it's right next to my family's restaurant, which is super cool. If you've never been to Market Street, definitely check it out. It is somewhere I just insist you visit if you're in the Woodlands for the first time. There is so much shopping around the Central Park at Market Street. And then you also have this Town Green Park over here, which is one of my favorites. And then for concerts, you have the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, and here's the Waterway again. So you're super close to the Waterway if you decide to stay at the Hyatt Centric. And I also pulled up this map because I want to show you there are a lot of hotels in the Woodlands. The Westin, the Hyatt, Embassy Suites, we're going to go over that one. There's another Hyatt right here, which is newer and really nice. You have the Woodlands Waterway Marriott, which we're about to go over to that one. The Houston City Place Marriott, that one's farther south. It's not technically in the Woodlands. It's down here in this area. That's where Exxon, HPE, a whole bunch of other corporations are. It's beautiful if you've never been down here. It's probably one of the newer areas of the Woodlands, even though it's not in the Woodlands, but you do have tons of hotel options and tons of different prices. So you can stay for $50, $200 and up. So tons of hotel options in the Woodlands and right next to the Woodlands. So I think that was pulling up Hyatt Centric. We'll exit out on that one. And then the Woodlands Waterway Marriott. It's fooling me because the pictures are down below, but so the Woodlands Marriott. So this one is what I was saying. It's also on the waterway down here. If you've never been here, this koi pond is so stinking cool. If you watch my bike tour, you see me biking down here. It is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see the images on the side. But it's small, but very quaint. The people, I don't know if more than one person works down there, but the gentleman that I have ran into is super kind. So super fun place. I ended up walking my bike through there because I didn't want to be rude. But that is another hotel option. And then I think lastly, I have Embassy Suites. So I love the Embassy Suites because it overlooks the lake over here. So it's back in this corner, but you definitely can see almost all of the lake. So the views are really, really pretty. Check that out. So this down here is called Restaurant Row, and it is a handful of really amazing restaurants. What you're seeing in the background are actually 2 apartment complexes. And then you have corporate buildings there across. One cool thing about the Woodlands, so get to overlook. One cool thing about the Woodlands is there is art all throughout the Woodlands, so that's super cool. So those are my top 5 favorite hotels in the Woodlands, including the Woodlands Resort. If you are looking to relocate to the Woodlands and you are trying to find somewhere to stay in the Woodlands, those 5 hotels are going to be a great starting point. Another option are Airbnbs. I love staying in Airbnbs, and there are a handful of really good ones. The closer you stay to the front of the Woodlands, the better the Airbnb is going to be. Unless you're coming with a really large family, then you might want to be in a village like Alden Bridge or Sterling Ridge or somewhere else. Creekside Park would be a good option. So this will really give you a chance to experience the Woodlands. Now I don't know if you picked up on it, but really is my goal to not just be a realtor, but to be a resource. So I wanted to share with you some of those resources real quick. So this right here is a brand new website called wishilivedhere.com. And this website features only articles or blog posts about the Woodlands. And so wishilivedhere.com, link down below, and you will be able to absorb everything you ever wanted to know about the Woodlands. I try to update this about every day, but haven't updated it in 6 days, but I have a whole bunch of blog posts that I just need to throw up there that I've written lately. So an amazing resource if you are trying to research the Woodlands. And then I also have local maps. So this right here is the front of the Woodlands. And you can see all of my favorite places in the Woodlands are featured on this map, which is really cool. And then if you're curious about the villages in the Woodlands, this is all of the villages featuring a couple different enclaves. So originally there were only going to be 8 villages, but there are 9, but I featured some other little sections of the Woodlands. If you're interested in south of the Woodlands, that would be the Klein area, and north of the Woodlands would be North Montgomery County and all of Houston. So local maps, I definitely love being that resource for you as well. Let's zoom back out. Now, if you're ready to look for homes, so you want to find homes for sale, search.buyjoeandco.com is the resource for that. So the coolest thing about our website compared to my other favorite ones is you can do this all matching. So this will search different parameters, a legal description, city, things like that, and neighborhood. So I think that's really cool. And so you can see everything that has been labeled the Woodlands. and then break it down by price point and so on and so forth. So super cool website. I'm losing my voice, y'all. So again, my name is Jordan Shalacy, broker owner of Joe & Co. My goal isn't just to be a realtor, but to be a resource. Check down below. There are so many amazing links. We have tons of literature if you like to receive stuff in the mail. We have, like I said, tons of downloads. We have local maps, ebooks, relocation guides, and please subscribe to our channel. And then next steps would be scheduling a call with me, getting pre-approved, learning about our area a little bit more through the blog or the YouTube, and then starting your online house hunt would be the search.byjoeandco.com. So again, a lot of this stuff can be mailed to you. So all of the maps I can throw into the mailbox, which is super cool. And I feel like I'm missing something. What else did I wanted to tell y'all? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So I've been trying to upload videos every day, and I haven't gotten to tell y'all Happy New Year, but I did get to tell you Merry Christmas. But Happy New Year. This is probably going to come out on the 3rd or 4th, but I hope you have a fantastic year, and I hope you reach out to me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.